fout. Ik heb mijn schrift. Snel u maar kat. En de eerste. Heel erg. Zit het niet aan uit. En ik maar op zijn als het oudste is gaan op naam. Dus die ik niet snel zitten. Ja, vol me.
Hello, welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about Twin Peaks, and this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't plan on doing this, and before you get worried about me starting another series, don't worry, I'll only start posting this series once I've finished this series. So this is going to be kind of part one of my thoughts on Twin Peaks. Now the new series just came out, or has started to be shown in installments. You know, the episodes are coming out and stuff, and so I thought, oh, I would really like to see the new series, but I haven't seen the original. Bought this Blu-ray for like nothing last year. It was like $17.99, which is crazy for the amount of content you get on that Blu-ray release. And I always wanted to watch it, and just never got around to it. So now I thought, let's just get into it. Let's dive into this series finally, and then I can catch up and watch the new series with everyone else. So I put on the Blu-ray a couple of nights ago and watched the original pilot episode, which is like 90 minutes. And then moved on with episode 1, 2, and 3. So I've kind of seen 4 episodes, and I guess that would be about 3 hours and 45 minutes of this show. So the first series I think has 8 episodes, including the pilot. The second series has about 20-ish episodes, and then there's like a 27-year gap or whatever until the new series that is just starting to be released. And also there's the prequel film, Fire Walk With Me, which is also included on this Blu-ray. So I want to talk about just my thoughts on the series. Obviously there will be spoilers up the ass with this, and just general feelings on it. So I love the setting, Twin Peaks, this town in Washington, kind of, you know, up in the mountains, just all these fir trees everywhere. I love that kind of landscape. I love that kind of setting for movies. It's one of the reasons I like Twilight. And I love the setting of this, much like the character played by Kyle MacLachlan. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's a great actor and has been in so many good things over the years, and I believe this is kind of his signature role as FBI agent Dale Cooper. Much like his enthusiasm for Twin Peaks, I have that same enthusiasm of just the scenery and the town and the intrigue. And what I love is that this character Dale Cooper, he's quite a weird character. And he comes into Twin Peaks, which is quite a weird town with weird characters, so he fits right in. And where I'm at now in the story, he's kind of loving it, you know, and I think he just mentioned that he'd quite like to, you know, retire there or something to that effect. And I love that kind of dynamic of this weird guy coming into a weird place and feeling right at home, you know, and us as the viewer are just thinking like, what is going on here? All these strange characters, all this kind of offbeat humor, and the music really stands out to me as really memorable, great music. I'm not sure if I like the way it's used though. Like there's this kind of jazzy theme that is used so much, and it just comes in and out all the time. You have about 5, 6, maybe 7 different signature tunes, and they're just recycled again and again and again and again. And you know, I know nothing about the background of the show, what the intention is, and I know David Lynch will not tell you what his intention is anyway. There's lots of clips of someone saying, so is this what your film means? And he'll just say, no. you know, so he's not one to kind of give away what he wants us to think about certain things that he makes. Of course, this is from David Lynch, and there's another guy, I believe, who was behind the creation of this show, and it's centered around you'll know this because you're watching this video, but it's centered around the murder of a young girl, Laura Palmer, and the mystery over who killed her.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
But really, the mystery of her killer and her death seems to take a backseat at times so far to just the other little stories that are contained within all the people in this town. But I guess the death, the murder of Laura Palmer is kind of seeping into all of their lives in some way, shape or form as well. But there's lots of little different stories happening that I'm really intrigued by. Some of the acting I don't like. Bobby, I think, who was Laura Palmer's girlfriend at the time of her death. And it gets quite confusing because there's like guys who are boyfriends with this girl, but they're really seeing someone else who they really like, and there's a lot of that to keep up with. But the guy who plays Bobby, dark-haired guy, was Laura Palmer's boyfriend at the time of her death. I don't like his acting that much. He comes across as a bit too over the top to me. And speaking of that, Leo, the kind of abusive husband, terrible. I really do not like his acting, or I don't know if it's his acting I don't like, but the writing of his character is so one-dimensional. He's just so one-note, just an absolute prick, but there's just no, I feel like there's no depth there. I don't believe that he's a character. I just believe I'm looking at someone who's trying to act like a dick non-stop all the time, and I just don't buy it. I really don't, and it's kind of a shame because I find his storyline, I'm still quite invested in his storyline because his wife is a character that I'm rooting for, but him as a character just seems to fall flat to me.
There's two things, Shelley. When I come home, this house should be clean, and I mean clean.
Okay.
Number two, you smoke one brand of cigarettes from now on, because if I ever see two different brands of cigarettes in this house again, I'm gonna snap your neck like a twig.
Okay, Leo. You have nothing to worry about with me, darling.
That's right.
Dale Cooper is just an incredible character to watch. His enthusiasm is just, I love the offbeat style of this show. I really do. And the music, which is very kind of 80s, 90s, you know, we're kind of on the cusp here. This came out in 1990, so it's kind of dipping its toes into 80s sensibilities and 90s sensibilities at the same time. And the music is used to a point in the melodramatic scenes where it feels like it's just self-parody. Watching it now, it just feels like it's taking the piss out of, you know, soap operas and things like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what the intention is, but it's hooking me in. You know, I'm really intrigued. I really want to see where it's going. I've seen the first dream sequence, which was off the wall, batshit crazy. I loved it. You know, I don't know how they did it, whether they recorded it backwards and then looped it back again or something, but there's something so unnerving about it and just perfect for a dream scenario. And I'm enjoying a lot of the characters. The police department of Twin Peaks is probably my favorite group of characters, like the receptionist who just overly describes everything, which I find really endearing and funny. The sheriff I like, and again, the FBI agent who comes in, and just his constant recording of stuff to this off-screen Diane, and I kind of hope that we never see Diane, or that maybe she's not even a real person. That would be a good twist, I think. But I just love his kind of nature, and it's really fun to watch. And there's lots of little characters that are fun to watch so far. I like the kind of very rapid descent into madness from Laura Palmer's father, because at the beginning of the show, when her death is kind of announced, it seems like the mother is going to be the one who goes off the rails. And that kind of is still happening, but the father, he's gone so far off the deep end at this point that it's, you know, it's dancing over the line of being too over the top, again, like Leo in a way, to be believable. But I'm kind of buying into this father's immense and intense grief, especially in the last moments that I saw in episode 3. So yeah, overall I'm loving it. I really am. There's something so alluring about it, and different and original and unique. I had a problem with the show at the beginning because I believe my Blu-ray player was going weird with the settings. It made it look like video. It made it look like a cheap kind of BBC sitcom, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Because people are saying the Blu-ray looks great, but if it's shot on video, how can it look great? And it felt so off to me because I was looking at something that looked like a reality show. It looked like video. And so I played with the settings, and it finally looked like film again, thank God, because that would have just, yeah, it was really taking me out of it. I had to go back and watch the first 20 minutes again, because that motion smoothing bullshit is just absolutely ridiculous. I hate it with a passion, and I'm so glad I got to fix it, because I don't think I would have been able to enjoy the show as much if I didn't see it looking like film. So yeah, Twin Peaks, really enjoying it. Can't wait to check out the rest and just dive back into it. I don't know how I'll do this and what kind of installments I'll kind of make these videos maybe every couple of episodes. Maybe I'll wait till the end of season 1 before I film the next one. I really don't know, but the plan is to kind of roll through, maybe watch the special features as well, and then get to the new series, which I'm really excited about already, but I haven't seen hardly anything of this one. So there's an embarrassment of riches to come, I hope, because I'm enjoying what I've seen so far, despite some of the niggles I have, like some of the acting I don't like. And again, the music, as much as I love it, I love the music, it seems to be used too much and not enough variety. But that might be the intention, to kind of just, the monotony of it, I don't know, or I don't know, the repetition might be a part of some intention, I don't know. But either way, Twin Peaks, really enjoying it. That's it for part 1. Join me for part 2 when I talk further about my adventures with the show, set in a town called Twin Peaks. Thanks for watching.
Diane, I'm holding in my hand a small box of chocolate bunnies.